I am a mother of 4. I am also a wife, and I have been trying to get my GED for 12 years. I have noticed that I guess at the time it was not the right time for me, and I came here to Texas from Mississippi, and I could not use the high school diploma that I had, so coming here was actually a major push for me. And I joined the GED program because it was a lifelong goal for me, and I knew to better myself, for my children, well, my family as a whole. It was the way to go. It was just something I knew I had to do for myself. By the time I made it to the 9th grade, I was already a mother, and then my family, we just had very tragic accidents. One with my uncle and my grandmother the same day. The accident was very deadly. My grandmother suffered a major heart attack. At that time, I was the only one in the house old enough to pretty much work. I had a sister in the 12th grade graduating high school, so it did not make sense for her to drop out. And I also had a younger sister. It did not make sense for her to drop out. So I stayed home with my child and my grandmother, and I dropped out of high school about 4 months in. Well, first of all, the program has taught me to not give up. Before coming here and attending the program, I guess I was so used to failure. I was sort of giving up on everything. I was just living. And I had something to show my children, to show them how to never give up, and to go after what their heart is searching for. My plan is to become a full-time college student. Right now I am studying to become a birth doula. So my goal is to work with mothers and children of color, and I will be entering the RN program and studying to become a midwife.
Well, I worked as a CNA for about 10 years, and last year I finally had that moment of this job is going to be very, very hard to continue as I get older. Science has always been something I've loved. I love the whole aspect of lab. And so I was like, well, what's the best way that I can actually work there and have the lifestyle that I want to have? And nursing has always been something I respected. I love every nurse I've ever worked with. And it ended up being the situation of, you know what, I can do this. I don't have to be on the sidelines. I can actually go for my goal, and pathology is pretty much everything about it interests me. I love lab, I love just how bodies work, and biology is fun, so. It's a confidence level. I was really, really nervous, especially because math was my weak point, and my teacher, Miss Martinez, she was just very thorough, and she taught the lessons, and it's helped me become who I want to be. It's helping me on that path to being the person that I'm going to be. I was homeschooled after the 8th grade, and it's always been a big insecurity that I didn't have an official document, and I want to be somebody my daughter can look up to, and I can't have her look up to me if I'm not at the best I can be. The ultimate goal, I'm currently doing medical assistant, but it will be registered nurse, and I'd like to have my bachelor's of science, and I would like to work under pathology. I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity to actually learn and be one of those big stepping stones for getting into college.
Pursued my GED because I wanted completion. I don't want to blame it on early childhood pregnancy, but I had a child when I was in the 10th grade. And at that point, I still had opportunities to go to school, but I chose to get married and continue on and fall in love. But I never wanted to tell my children that I dropped out for them, because that's not true. I dropped out because I didn't want to continue to go back and do what I was supposed to do, study and learn. So I have children who just completed college, receiving a bachelor's, trying to be a physician assistant. One's trying to be an architect. And then I have an 8th grader who asks a million questions. And the day that your child come ask you, "Mama, what school did you go to?" you can't tell them anything because you dropped out. And there's really no reason why I didn't go back. And I pushed them so hard on education and completion. Why won't I complete my education? So I went back so I can have a story to tell, or an answer, and complete my life. Finished by the end of 2017. Again, I trying to show up with my kids. My daughter received her bachelor's in June. My son graduated high school in June. And I just wanted, 7's my favorite number, so I just wanted the year of completion to be all done in 2017 with the 7. So I pushed myself to finish it in 3 months. I took my reading. The first time I passed it, I took my math twice, but I took it in the same month because I refused. December was ticking. I refused to let 2018 catch me. It's gonna be a great day to see my children, see me walk across the stage. My mom always tells a story about how she finished with 2 kids, and back then she walked across the stage with both of her children. I don't want to walk across the stage with my children, but I need them to see that I can practice what I preach. It does matter to have your high school diploma or complete any program that you start.
It's been 17 years since I've been in a classroom, and my 15-year-old son is the one that pushed me to get into the GED classes. He brought home a paper from school advertising that they'd done the GED classes at the Liberty Annex of Lee College, and I met a wonderful lady, Karen Hare, and she helped me achieve one of the best goals of my life, and that was receiving my GED. She pushed me until I got it. She did not let me quit. I got discouraged quite a bit, and I love her to death. She wouldn't let me quit. She pushed. My children pushed. My husband pushed. They was all there. The GED door has opened more doors than I thought possible. Without a GED, I was just another housewife. I mean, nowadays you can't even apply at a lot of restaurants without some kind of high school diploma or GED. You can't hardly do anything without it. So with the GED now, I can go back to college, I can get a career, even though I'm a little older than most of the students that are going to be at the college, but that's okay. I get to further my education and make a better life for my family in the process. I'm a very determined person. If I don't know how to do it, I will figure it out eventually. I had people tell me I couldn't do it, that I would never do it. I'd get frustrated and quit, which at one point I thought about it. But I wanted to prove them wrong. I had to prove them wrong. And I did. I'm actually enrolled in Lee College. I'll start in the fall. I've taken 2 of my TSI tests, my reading and my writing. I passed both of them in the college level. I still have my TSI math to take, but I am looking into taking classes for architectural design and drafting. Without the support of my family and a good friend that I made while in the GED class, her name is Carson, and Miss Hare, I wouldn't be where I'm at today and reaching for my goals and achieving my dreams. And I just say thank you.
In my country, I didn't have the opportunity to study. Well, I got my high school diploma right over there, but here is different because it has to be in English. My brother encouraged me to go to school, ESL classes, and I decided to go and started learning this language because it's really necessary. I stay some courses in ESL. After that, I went to the GED. It wasn't easy, but I worked hard to get it. I think it was about 3.5 or 4 years, I guess. Many days I felt like I'm not going to get this. I think I'm going to quit. But in my mind, it was the thought that if other people get this, I always thought I can get it too. I know I can do it. And I stayed there working hard. One of my GED teacher came and sat by my side. She stayed there and gave me some really good advices what to do. And she told me, you have never quit. If you want to get something in your life, you have to stay working and work hard to get this. I remember that day. The name of that teacher is Miss Coleman. Miss Coleman. I'm very thankful with this program because they give me the opportunity to know many things, to know this language. I want to say thank you because of you, I'm able to speak English now. I am able to get a better job